You saw the way he was. You know, this guy is just there. He's top class. You know, he's a veteran. So it is now right time for him to just, you know, call it quits. You know, try as much as possible to train the others as well. So for me, I think it's a good one for him. Hopefully, it's going to end in a very high way. You know, win
with a gold medal.
A gold medal.
That would be a fantastic way.
There's no law that says you shouldn't take your best athletes to competition. And if he's still the best, I mean, why not?
Yeah, he's still the best.
And now, as we said on the show yesterday, the young ones really have a challenge on their hands.
And now he's buying out at the time where the ovation is loudest. I mean, it's not because he was forced to the backside. He's still there at the very top level, but decides, like Cosmos has said, to give the young ones
20 years
a chance. But I'm hoping that the young ones will push for their chance, not just because somebody decides to exit the stage. They should fight and get that spot.
Well, a little bit of a worry for me around our build-up to the Commonwealth Games are stories going around everywhere in the newspapers, particularly in Nigeria, about lack of funds. The NOC complaining that they are not getting enough financial support from the National Sports Commission. The federations also complain that they are not getting enough support from the National Sports Commission, and so they've not had the best of preparations. I just hope that by the time the games get underway tomorrow, those issues will not rear their ugly heads, and Team Nigeria will not be the laughingstock of the competition, because people are saying things like even dressing for the opening ceremony could be a problem. I said, I mean, it shouldn't get as bad. It shouldn't get as bad as that. But I just hope tomorrow we put up a good show.
But then if this happens, that will be the first time, and Nigeria doesn't do well in the Commonwealth Games, that will be the first time for as long as I can remember that Nigeria will not do well at the Commonwealth Games. Last Commonwealth Game, the one that was
doing well is relative.
It's relative.
What is doing well to you? How many gold medals? 11 gold medals? That's our best.
Well, 11 gold medals.
So not equaling 11, is that not doing well?
That is not equaling 11 is not doing well at all. So as I'm concerned, you're supposed to surpass
it. But we win 10.
But 10.
Not well.
We're not doing well.
Let's be
realistic.
With the preparations that we've had.
You're not expecting up to 11 gold medals.
If we get 11 golds, I'll go to the
streets. That's going to be a plus.
I'll go to the streets and celebrate. Even the athletes, we saw
yesterday. All of them were saying the same thing. We have not prepared well. We've not done well.
We talk about the Nigerian spirit. Probably that's the only thing we are relying on. That those guys will just go out and do it for themselves, and Nigeria will share in the glory. But aside that, the news about the preparations is
so really saddening. Very saddening.
Really nothing to write home about. But then, I don't think it will get back to a point where we won't pick up medals. But you have to understand that the Commonwealth Games, you have the competitive level. So at that
Olympic Games.
at that stage, if we cannot pick up medals, it wouldn't be just because of lack of preparations. It will also question the quality of the athletes that we took to the games. So because of that, I still feel we will probably get some medals. Whether or not we'll surpass what we did in Manchester in 1994, well, that is left.
Probably what we did in New Delhi.
Yeah, maybe, but that will be left to be seen. But 11 gold, 10 bronze, 7 silver. If we can get that, that was what we got the last time at the Commonwealth. If we can get that, I'll be in the streets celebrating.
Well, Olujide Fido Olushola is asking we should give the names of some of the sports that Nigeria will be participating in at the Commonwealth Games.
Boxing, table tennis, shooting, weightlifting, wrestling, and parasport.
Powerlifting.
Where most of
let me run through it again. Athletics, weightlifting, shooting. That's a new one.
Yeah, that's a very new one.
Wrestling, table tennis, powerlifting, boxing. These are some of the events we'll be taking part in at the Commonwealth Games. That's for someone who is asking. Someone is actually trying to justify my saying good afternoon because he says he's watching us. That's HOT at OTTAF 22 says he's watching us from Las Vegas and it's 1 p.m. in Las Vegas. So it's
so it's good afternoon.
To him, it's good afternoon. Now, but for majority of those who are not watching us from Las Vegas, are watching us from Lagos, Abuja, across Nigeria, it's a good evening actually. So it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So I mean, answering questions around which sports. Navio Loge says, how many events Team Nigeria? We've just rolled out the names for you of the events that will be taking part in at the Commonwealth Games. Let's wish Team Nigeria the best of luck. By the time the games get underway tomorrow, let's hope. The last Commonwealth Games, I remember, the first gold medal of the games was Nigeria.
Yeah.
First medal actually.
First medal.
First medal of the games.
That was weightlifting.
Weightlifting. First medal of the games was Nigeria. So by this time tomorrow, who knows? We could be celebrating the first medal of the games.
There'll be nothing tomorrow apart from
opening ceremony.
Opening ceremony. So let's look at next tomorrow.
Okay, that has bust my bubble. Maybe Thursday, the first event of the games. Who says it could be Nigeria again?
There'll be table tennis. I'm looking at
the schedule.
The schedule for the first day. So I think table tennis will be the first thing Nigeria will
be taking part in. No
yes.
weightlifting, no.
No, none of that.
Thursday, and that's Thursday.
Yeah,
that's Thursday. All right. Whenever the games begin, whether tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay, it's actually tennis and weightlifting. So
tomorrow.
So there's going to be
on Thursday. On Thursday. Weightlifting, tennis on Thursday. Who says? It could repeat itself. We could be picking the first medal of the games at the Commonwealth Games. We wish Team Nigeria the best of luck. All right, we'll go on a quick break now. When we return from the break, we'll spend some time to reflect on Nigerian football. Today, the club owners met with the sports minister. They had a whole lot to talk about. We'll highlight some of them for you on the program tonight. And then, APFON, Association of Professional Footballers of Nigeria. Remember, Austin Popo, the executive secretary, was on this show, bringing fire and brimstone. Is already acting out what he says he will do. We'll talk about it as well, because they are dragging the Nigerian Football Federation to FIFA.
Thank God.
Is it not amazing? In the past, it used to be the NFF dragging people to FIFA. Now, some bodies are dragging the NFF.
And what a time.
And what a time.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we return from this break. All right, thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to move on now. And quickly, let's start off with the issue of the Association of Professional Footballers of Nigeria. That's APFON. And the story really is an interesting one. They are dragging the Nigerian Football Federation to FIFpro and FIFA. And the reason is simple. Lots of people gave you the hint of this when it was on the show last week, when they talked about the arbitration award for 2010. Judgment already given by the Nigerian Football Federation, but not enforced. And Austin Popo has informed us that FIFpro have asked that that APFON, that's the Nigerian affiliate, forward all those issues to FIFpro, who will then take it up to FIFA and the FIFA resolution chamber for issues like these that have given judgment in a case involving Kwara United, and they've given Kwara United up to a few days to pay or face sanctions, will also mediate, intervene, and maybe pass judgments and force an enforcement of those arbitration awards given since 2010. So, APFON, you know, as the people were saying, watch out for our next step, watch out for our next step. Maybe this was what he was talking about.
You have to be able to push the limits. And when things come like this, you don't take it lying low. I really don't like when we try to wash our dirty linen. But you see, when things like this happen, you just have to find a way to sort it out. And you know, something like what happened with Bossman comes to mind. Yeah, Bossman. If you probably didn't fight it, all those players that enjoy free transfers today, have money in their pockets, probably would suffer the same fate that he did. But I'm looking beyond this. I'm just hoping that FIFpro and probably the body that will sit over this case, something good will come out for the players. Those are the key actors. If you go to the theater to watch a play, if the actors are not there, you're just wasting your time. There will be no fan if there are no football players. And if you're looking at who should get a lion's share, who should be taken care of, I think it's the key actors. And when you have situations where players are owed salaries, 3 months, some cannot even play football again. And they're saying, okay, what was promised me then